I know, I've come outside because it's not raining and it's not dull and cloudy. So there's nobody here. I feel a bit self-conscious talking to myself on the beach. There's nobody here. So it doesn't really matter. I've got some films to show you of some things that I did last week. I've been taking pictures of the Advent shawl. So I'm going to be publishing that pattern. So if you want to buy if you didn't do the Advent but you like the look of the shawl, I've got some pictures of it in the Advent calendar colours. But I also did my first sample of it was in just 3 skeins of sock yarn that I bought. So I've only published black and white photographs of that so far, but I can publish the coloured pictures of it now, so you can see what it looks like. And I got some quite nice pictures of that when it was a little bit warmer than it is today, because it's not very warm. The light's not been very good recently, so I've struggled to get some photographs. I've just taken some photographs. I'm just going to show you a nice little massive tree shrub that I found on the beach to lie the shawl out on and take pictures of it. So excuse my bags sitting there. I thought I'll go to the beach and see if I can find somewhere to take some photographs. And I walked onto the beach and I just spotted these. So there's this one. And there's this one. It's got fantastic patterns in it. It's got a bit of bark still on it with all sorts of patterns in it, and then it's just all this bit is all stripped. There's no bark on it, and it's the colours. Anyway, I laid my scarf out on there and got some photographs of it, I think. The light was nice today, so I just thought you might like to see a bit of video on the beach. So last week I had a fun week. I did 2 particularly nice things. One was I went with my sister to this exhibition at the Bailiff Gate Museum in Alnwick, which I think it's actually finished now. But it was lots of wall hangings, woven wall hangings by Etta Ingham Laurie, and it was so lovely. I filmed them just to show you. It was called The Joy of Colour, and it really was very colourful. So we had a nice time. We had a nice afternoon out looking at wall hangings. And the other thing that I did was on Friday, I went to a place in Amble called Drywater Arts Centre, which I do go to on a weekly basis. But this was an extra visit where I was having a little lesson making buttons, and I made these buttons. Well, some of them I made, and some of them were like this one was a wooden button, and then we did enamelling, and it was just a morning, and it was just so much fun. So that's one of the wooden ones that we enamelled, and then that's one that I made, and that one is just a button, and then some of them we enamelled. So that one's got like clear enamel on it, so it's got a bit of a shininess to it. That one was supposed to have a textured surface, which it does, and it was similar. It was like the green marbly, but then I'd put coloured enamel on top, and I ended up with kind of like a bit of a camouflage effect, I think, with that one. That's just, that one is another marbly one. And then I'm going to make some stitch markers. Look at that, how cute is that? This is my favourite one. That's my favourite one. Can you see it? The light's not very good in here. That's my favourite button. But one thing that I was trying to do was kind of coordinate them with the Advent yarn from the Advent calendar. What I'm doing with the Advent yarn is I've made my shawl, and with the leftover bits I'm making little mini socks. So that's just to show you. So what I was trying to do, and I kind of managed it a bit, was coordinate the yarn and the buttons, just as a little experiment to see. Bearing in mind this is the first time I've tried making buttons, I just wanted to see how I got on trying to do that, and whether it was something that I might be able to look at further. So I think I didn't do too bad for a first attempt. Some of these, so that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pick out that green, and I kind of went a bit muddy. It's not quite as bright as it could have been. And then I got a bit of pink in it. I think it was putting the pink in that made it go muddy, to be honest. But that's what I was aiming at, and I've kind of been partially successful. So I just wondered, you know, about making kind of buttons or stitch markers or something that could go with yarn, maybe. So I have been looking at getting hold of some supplies to have a little bit more of an experiment, because I did really enjoy it, and I think it is quite a nice thing to do. So now I'm going to show you the film that I did of the wall hangings, and I think they just speak for themselves. I'm not going to talk over them. That's all from me for now. I am busy this week. I'm getting ready for a workshop on Saturday that I'm really looking forward to, but mainly we are concentrating on moving into our house, which is quite tiring. See you soon.